Hello, everyone. I saw this video a few days ago, and I just said I'm going to talk about it a bit because it's something that I've always argued with people about. You understand? This thing where people will say that, oh, I bought something, I saw it when I got home, it changed, they are using Juju, they are using this, they are using that. I always say to people, there's no Juju anywhere. Nobody is using Juju on anything. Few moments of distraction is what is needed for things to change. And just be watching, just take a look at this video. So while you're watching it, I'll also be talking about it. You saw what happened here. They've already done their this thing. The girl, of course, had seen something. What the lady has seen what she's buying. They've already baggaged. She has already probably already paid for it. I think she has paid for it because when she collected it, she left. And there was the next thing. Of course, they're putting it inside leather. But see what he did. He dropped something. You know that usual, oh, I need to help. It's very automatic. When somebody drops something, you quickly want to bend down and help that person. And that's what she did at that moment, which was she bent down, to be able to help him and pick up the thing. At that particular moment, that was when the swap was done. It's usually a swap that it's done. This one, it might not be real life. This might be, a skit being done. But in every time, this is usually what happens. So that moment, someone comes in, someone passes a leather the same way. Because she had seen him when he was putting it in leather, but by the time she picked it up and then, she used it, so automatically, what now happened? Automatically, she just assumed it was a continuation of that thing she was seeing, which was she now collected it and was forgetting that she had been distracted for a moment. It's just also there's this game that they play online. I don't even know whether I don't know whether I'll be able to see that. If I look for where they are telling you that, oh, your fingers, they are 11. They'll say, okay, count your fingers. You say 1, 2, and then they will now say to you, keep these 3. Let me do it the way they'll say, keep this 3. And then they will now say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then they will now count this 9, 10, 11. Forgetting that when they said, because of they mentioned 3. So when he said, keep this 3 and went to the next one and continue from 4, you automatically assume that, oh, he had mentioned 4. No, that 3 was, he said, keep this 3. So when he said, let me do it this way so that you see my hands, like he said, usually this is how they do it. They say 1, 2, then they will say, keep this 3, 4, 4. No, this is not 4, this is 3. But because they had keep these 3, so in their head now they've counted 3. So when he's saying 4, they are setting because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you now come back to this 3 and say 9, 10, 11. There was even one that I saw, the girl was so confused. She was just like looking. I'm like, so that moment of keep that, so it's the same thing. And I'll give you an example because for someone like me who is a businesswoman, I've been doing business since the year 2000. I can tell you there are different ways that people have come. They cheat you in your shop, in your this thing. There is one I will never forget. And this happened maybe around 2002 or 2003. I can't remember now. I used to have this thing. The first phone I bought, what you concern me, I didn't use my phone for my own pleasure. My friends, everybody had GSM. My husband said, I say, no, me, I'm not interested. I have phone in the house. How many people do I talk to or online, whatever? So when I bought, I was using it to do business. This phoning, I did that very well, especially that time that it was even per second. You pay, there was a time it was per second. If you enter the other minute, then you collect, you make your money, you get your this thing. So I was doing this, here. Then one day my sister, she was there. She had finished secondary school. When she finished secondary school, my parents sent her to me, and she became my responsibility up until up until she finished university and everything and all of that. So before she got into university, so she was helping me to stay there. And then somebody came. This guy was in a car, a bit of an elderly man, wanted to buy car, this MTN car, the 1 of 1.5, and she was so excited. We were going to make sale of 6,000 naira, blah blah blah, and she gave the man, and the man drove up. And I remember my sister crying so much that day. This man, wherever you are, I don't think your life will be good anyway, so no need of cursing you further. and he took that away. So you always see, in short, I can tell you different ones. So for me personally, if I'm selling something, you come into my shop and you want to do huge purchase, every of my senses is on alert. I had the other time, there was a boy of mine in my warehouse in there. It was in the Kubwa market. They came to buy something from him. They had done everything. Then they now say, oh, that after they left, the money was changing to, it now became the smaller amount inside. Like it's a 1,000, or you now see 500 inside. He said they did. I said they didn't do juju. They distracted you at a particular moment. That distraction is what he was able to use to swap with what he already had. So I now asked him, I said, did you at any time, after he had given you money that you counted, did he ask for the money back? He now said yes. At one time, he now said that he was not going to buy again. So they collected it. And then when they now came, then later, whether the other one, they were two, the other one not to let him just buy. So he gave me back the money. So I said that's where the swap happened. So that time they told you, after you had counted, then like, oh no, we go and buy somewhere else. They collected that money. They gave you the one they've already put this thing inside. So, and then you, now when they now said they will collect it again, you didn't recount it because you thought you had counted it before. That's just what usually would happen in this thing. And that one was like, okay, no problem. I was just like, okay, no problem. These things happen, baby. More vigilant. I think 3 days after, the boy came again and they had duped him again and said, this time, you know what? Wherever the difference is, we are going to pay. And that's how he paid. From there was no longer dupe. I said, what rubbish is that? The first time I'm telling you this, the second time you're coming to tell me nonsense. I always say to people anyway, be vigilant. These things, this is what they happen. But of course, Nigerians, we are always, better at saying that, oh, they use juju to do this. They change it. Oh, I bought phone. The phone became stone. Yes, it became stone because it was swapped. Something was used to distract your attention, and that thing was what was. And most times these people, they don't work one, they work in group. For example, like that, my boy that was my salesperson at the, why am I even calling him boy? That's so rude. My salesperson that was at the warehouse. If when they gave him back, he recounted, they would say, oh, sorry, we gave you the wrong one. That's what they would just say. But meanwhile, their aim was actually is that wrong one? And I think it was oil they bought, this grand oil. They bought a lot of oil that they carried, they now carried. And it can be so annoying, when you do all of these things, you get home. But most times people are always like, it's Juju they use. It's Juju. No, it's not Juju they use. They just distract us. We are not paying attention. That's what is happening. Thank you so much for watching and always watching. I just saw this and I just really needed to talk about it because it's something I always argue with people over. And I just saw some people who had done a physical representation of that thing for everyone to see. And I hope you are able to learn whenever you're buying something, always be vigilant. Even when you collect anything, open it again there and there and be sure of what it is you have bought. Yes, there are people who can be so crazy. Like people like this, I don't call them traders, I don't call them entrepreneurs. These are just con people and people who will scam. And at the end of the day, they never get anywhere. How many of them have you seen using this method to blow? You can't blow because really sales is about repeat business. Someone else, coming in to buy again. Thank you so much. Bye.